The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3.
What? 120.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Check 52.
Swing, kill.
Switch it.
Value 3. Value 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Super 6.
On second down, a run with Breida. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now gone. And able to find Conley. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
180.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check. Fresno. Shell.
52's the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Watch twist.
Turbo set.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is gone. Caught here by Conley. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Ready? 50. Plant. Ready?
On first down, Watt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
53, Mike 53. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
They'll run on 1st down. Watt, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit, General West.
2nd and 5. It's complete to Lockett. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Klein. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Out.
They'll try the left side. Watt. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You're out.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 3.
Smooth. Now.
From the gun, Klein. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here we go. 30 base.
Take back. Check.
Hit it.
Right back to him on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Klein. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Klein. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Now Goff. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gone. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Klein. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
At the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On the ready. Here we go, One for Mike. Watch one. You don't see me. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, it's Stacker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Fair. Keep coming. Hey, Haywood. Go.
On 1st and 10, Klein. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a give, right side. Watt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down. Klein. And his throw here's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
It's been a long day for you.
Throwing again on second and 10. Klein. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking to throw. Klein. And a completion to Wilson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's first and 10 from the 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Klein. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
70, Indy. Hey, high 7. Get it.
On first down, Klein. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
A final shot before break. Klein. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Klein. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll toss it to Breida, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
180. Hey, tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Watt, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. It's caught, Lockett, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run on first down. Watt, and the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Jump. Go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Klein. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Travis Carey there to make the tackle. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. This is Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. This is the tight end fan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Under 10, 10. Switch. 5. Shell.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
A shotgun snap for gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And Bullock will put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other. Quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth. It's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Klein. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Klein. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
3 bucks.
Yo, 76.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Motion, I got one. Check.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's got his tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run with Breida. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And the Steelers on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Watt. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to